Hey guys, today we're doing an oil change on my Ducati Scrambler 2016. It's an 803cc engine. Poor bike goes neglected, especially since I've become a father. It sees less action, but still holding on. So to do the oil change, we need to first of all remove the exhaust and a lot of the pipe that goes with it. This way we're going to have access to where the mesh filter is over here on the side and the oil filter on bottom. So anyway, let's jump in. You know, this is going to be a Ducati. Get your Allen keys ready. All right, so we're going to start off with the exhaust muffler looking bit. It's a 5 Allen key I have. And on the back, we also have a nut, which looks like a 10 mil, but all I did was just hold it down with my fingers on the backside. And that allowed me to ease this guy out. All right, it's a nice long bolt. Just hold on to that. Don't lose a washer on it. Okay, that guy's free here. Now we're going to move along and take off some of the exhaust sections. For this, if you have any kind of needle nose pliers, will definitely make life easier. Boom, you just pop that off. I'm going to give this a little bit of a wiggle. There we go. There is. There's another nut on the other side. The exhaust is still held in on the other side. There's a bracket there. But thinking about it, doesn't really bother me much. Because if we have this gap here, then I can proceed to take off the next part, which is what we're going to move on to. Okay, so it's a 2-in-1. Okay. And just try to keep the springs on there. Give it the old-fashioned little wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Tip, just warm it up a little bit. This way, when we do pour the engine oil off, it's going to pour off a lot easier. It's going to be warmer. I just wanted to have my exhaust undone because I don't want to work with the exhaust when it's going to be hot. So kind of like a middle point. Okay, so if we look underneath the bike, yeah, we would have some light. All right. So again, this is from the ground up. This is my oil filter. And then that is my drain. If you have a skid plate, you remove that first. But we're going to start with the drain plug first. Then we're going to move on to the oil filter. And then lastly, we also have a mesh filter to help filter out any metal particulates, anything that's heavier. Okay, so 5 mil. There's some pretty creepy noises, but that all went well. Alright, I can't say it's a ton of space, especially considering the way I'm choosing to do the job. I can position the exhaust on it and have the drain plug over it. Okay, now just undoing it since we broke it free. And there goes the oil. Okay. And then also crack the top. Take a look at your drain plug in the meantime. Make sure if you do have any sludge on it, you wipe the sludge off. Alright, so that's what the drain plug is looking like. Okay, it's sludge. And yeah, there was some metal particulates right on the end there. And then just get that drain plug as clean as we can. That's everything that came off of it. There still is going to also be a mesh filter, which is also going to show us if we have something right. It's not necessarily the last thing I'm going to do, is I'm just going to straighten it out a little bit. Just because this way, if there was any oil starting to pool, we straighten the bike out. The drain plug should be the lowest point, so it should be draining out into the... Here, I'm going to just hold my front brake and take a peek. Yep, still a slow drain. We're going to let that just drain out for the time being. I'm not sure this is recommended, but just going to position it for the time being. So my plan of action is I'm going to let this drain off. I'm going to get a piece of cardboard, put the cardboard under there in case any residual wants to pour off, because we still got the oil filter, which I'm going to need all of this access to get at this guy. And then we also have the mesh plug or a mesh plug. And this is going to be where a mesh plug is at. So we also have that guy to look forward to. Oh yeah. Make me get the big boy. Oh yeah. That was the last hack I meant. It's 814. So 14 mil. That's what we're going to use for that. I'm just going to get it off of my little rinky dinky kickstand when doing that. Still going. It's a small stream, but we want to have it empty. Okay, so while that's going, I'm just going to try to crack my oil filter free. I have the K&N oil filters for my first time I did an oil change. It has the little nut on the bottom, which is a 17. Yeah, a little bit snugger than I thought. Feeling lazy today, so a lot of breaker bar action. Okay. Shame on me, because I guess I'm the one that torqued it down initially. This time around, I got all my parts from actual Ducati. They have like a nice little package. So you get your oil filter, you get all the oil you need. This is the oil filter. I went with them because honestly the price point wasn't that different. Alright, we're draining down. We're going to, in the meantime, break the mesh filter plug that we have. Now the mesh filter does not play around. That is going to be a 14. For 14, I need a 1/2 inch. Okay. And there we go. I'm just going to apply a little pressure on the back the other way because right now it's being held on the kickstand. We also have a washer on here, make sure not to lose that. Trying to keep all these boys in one place. That's how the mesh filter plug looks like for the front side. Looks like it's a 14 again. This is a mesh filter, so I don't really want to go too hard on it. Nice. Alright. That's coming out now, but just took a little more force than I was anticipating. I'm just gonna get some pliers. Grab this guy out. Alright, there's our mesh filter. Now, same thing as we did with the plug, we want to examine this. To be honest, I like what I'm seeing. I see oil, I see a couple of minor shavings, but nothing to really be alarmed about in my opinion. Alright, so we have all the parts that we need taken out. Now we can start to reassemble and put stuff back in. We're going to start with our drain plug. For that, we're going to move this boy aside, and boom. Alright, he's in. Oil filter, we're ready to dab the gasket with some of the old oil. To be honest, I'm not sure if that's still practiced. Alright. Now I think the oil filter goes to like 8 foot-pounds. I'm not going to get a torque on out for this. Just wipe it down, make sure there's no residual oil. That's an oil filter. Okay, so part of the Omaha Ducati kit I got was a rim plug crush washer. It's freaking awesome. And we're gonna do this lazy way because she's still on empty. Gonna pop it off, pop off that old one, throw on our new guy. Alright, awesome. I got the filter on there as hand tight as I can. Okay, I just had that covered up. Well, it was going to work. I didn't want anything to flame that I was unwelcome. Now we got our mesh filter. I'm going to feed it in, just start to righty-tighty that bad boy. Boom. Now he's installed, we'll put on the cap
for the mesh. Okay, there we go. That's installed. And the last bit, we gotta torque down the drain plug. Okay. I don't know if that scared me, but everything looks to be okay. Make sure to also wipe down this area clean. And I mean, for extra points, we could also put on our exhaust, which I feel we have gone to that place. Okay. Just so you know, and there, a couple of love taps. You should see the exhaust area disappear. Once we have them on, you can give some meat on those pliers. And hook one guy on. The second one had a little more fight in them. Alright. And now going down the line, gonna connect this big boy. And we can just tentatively install him right here. And get that bolt out, put him all the way through, and our little nut in the back. Nice. Don't forget to drop your nut a couple of times, preferably if you can. Let me see. No, that'll be too easy. Alright, get our 4 mil out. Just holding the nut from the rear to feed it on. It's fed on. Alright. And to get a little more firm, considering this is an exhaust, so it's going to vibrate, especially the way I ride, we're just going to hold that nut down. And tighten her up. Excellent. And that leaves us the last spring, which is right here. And we have the guy right here. Well, time to get some tire action in there. Okay, the bottom one is gonna be a little bit more stubborn. Just keep fighting with it. That'll clip on. Alright, now that we have all the hardware installed, we're gonna come to filling it. Filling it we do on the top side here. You have a little side glass, make sure you wipe your side glass off. And you have these 2 teeth marks. We want to get our wear level, ideally, right in between those 2. Then we want to run it for a little while. Let it warm up, circulate throughout the system. Okay. Now, if you're thinking that this may be a lot of oil, remember the oil on a bike, when you're doing the engine oil, you're also doing a transmission oil. So generally it's a little bit more considering it's only a 2-cylinder engine. Alright, and we do see, I don't know if you can see that on our side glass. Side glass is starting to show. Now again, it's leaned over right now. I try to get as level as I can, but we're going right between these 2 teeth. So we're gonna get it there, and I'm just about wrapping up the 3rd quart of my 15W50. And also we're going to stand it up so it's just a little bit more level. Okay, so that was 3 full ones. And it is showing, when I start to stand it up, that it's ready to float. So we're not even going to crack the 4th one open. And at this point, we're going to turn it on. We're going to let it run for a little bit, just to allow everything to circulate. And we're going to check how it looks. because 15W50, it's a little thicker.
Okay, so lastly, we have run it. Now, after it ran a little bit, all the oil circulated around again, we want to get it level. And I want to make sure that my oil falls in between those two marks on the side glass, which it does. Excellent. We are all done with our oil change at this point. Congrats. Try to make a mark of when you did it. For me, it's actually more time goes by than miles. Wish I rode my bike more. Hopefully you do. And also, hopefully you found this helpful. If you do have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I'll be glad to help out however I can. Stay safe on two wheels.